Trying to greet everybody.
Saying goodbye, saying hello.
Yep, there we go. Live and live. Is that thing at the bottom? Did my messages go through? It did. All right.
Can I turn down Viva
You
as much
can
as I like
kill him.
him? No, we can't kill him. It's his birthday.
Kill the stream, man.
Okay.
Now the big boys have taken over. Okay,
As
is
you
it so it's
chuckle.
live? Yeah. Are we live?
We
Everything
are
is live.
live.
Okay, well, good afternoon. Goeiemiddag. Glad everybody is here. I got meat on the fire because I was hoping to have it cooked by the time we start, but you got to jack that down a little.
I got it.
I was hoping it would be done by the time we start up here today, but it wasn't, so it's not the end of the world. I see, just grab your drink there. I want to just push this just a smidgen forward. There we go.
Okay.
So we are live in our store. The store is to my right. This is our old hot kitchen when we used to have a restaurant. This is where we used to cook. You might hear ding-dongs. You might hear people running around. Probably hear my kids yell and scream, especially
They've
the
been
small
yelling
boy.
a lot
They've
today.
been-
I think they're having fun.
yeah.
It's beautiful outside, so that's probably why.
It's a very, very nice day.
Yes.
So I really like that.
Yes.
So today we are going to talk a little bit about meat. Now, two things. One, it is episode 69 today, and two, we are going to talk about meat. So
Two types of meat.
two types of meat.
Oh, I'm
So
excited.
we had not we. I had a small, I guess a troll.
Tiff. That troll.
Troll give me a very hard time, very, very hard time about, Angus and Wagyu being a scam and blah, 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 blah. And, now I guess people have opinions and that is all good. I have no problem with anyone's opinion. But, when you argue with someone that actually works with stuff all the time, like I don't presume myself to want to tell, a mechanic that is a specialist on a specific vehicle, his job. Or what he knows or what he doesn't know, and when you tell him, well, there are imperial bolts on a car and it is actually metric, and he tells you, well, no, they are metric, and you're like, well, metric is a scam, well, no, there's a difference, and I will show that to you today. So before we do that, you might want to just say hi to everyone. I'm going to go fetch the meat quickly.
Okay.
Because it should be done now. Because, of course, it has to be done 2 minutes after we start.
That's okay.
And I'll be right back.
To a Hong Kong Polish dog and pre-59 Cuban. Welcome, gentlemen.
Jody said he cannot make it. They got something on at 5 today.
Jody.
So no Jody.
My goodness. He will have to catch up later. I am going to repeat what Jody always says. He always says a nice good afternoon. And don't forget to hit the plussy sign for us, please. Which I actually didn't even do on my own stream. Looky there. That's okay. I'm going to catch up now. So I will do that now. And hello, Switzerland. How are you? Why am I running a little circle on my stream? I hope you guys can see me a little bit better than I could see me. Fingers crossed that it's working. Yes, it is. Okay. Perfect. Hey, we've got a clank. Sleuth Dog 58. Sorry about that. Hello. Yes, I froze up too. I don't know what that was about. That was a little interesting. What happened there? Bright Gaming, we did miss you on Sunday. You must have had fun on your stream from Saturday, which that was a lot of fun looking at Zelda. That's been a minute. I love the noises from the old games. They are so much fun. I don't know why. The little tinkering sounds just make my heart happy. So thank you for that. Let there be meat.
Yes, let there be meat. So that's what we did. Got a nice little few pieces of steak down here. I got that
Tres Major?
Tres Major
Look
steak.
at that.
That looks real nice. Yeah. So let me lift that, and then I'm gonna wipe down the hands. It is hot.
Oh.
Straight
Fresh
off
the fire.
Fresh off the fire, yeah. So we will move that aside.
But it does look good.
Yeah, I'll actually put this down this side because I think some of the kids might actually get a little antsy. So I wanted to, because we start Fridays later, and normally we cook afterwards, but man, it's the absolute chaos and mayhem by the time we cook food. So I try to get it done before the stream.
I got to point out, Stephanie's on from Veteran Biker.
Hey,
Stephanie.
Welcome. Yeah, very nice.
Anton has mentioned this whole week with Vet Biker being on his trip has messed with him. He cannot get updates or anything.
Yeah, I'm like, it feels like I'm blind, man. And then Anyo Dave.
No.
I know he's not there, but he mentioned, he's like, where's the Vet Biker? It's like, my morning routine is broken.
Yes!
So yeah, so we
I know
miss
it's
Ben.
messed with you.
We miss Ben. So, well, why don't we start this little party? All right, so we can.
Yes, Polish. It is a sausage party. You should be familiar, sir.
It's not a party until the sausage comes out. All right, so what I've got is.
Do you want the trash closer?
Yeah, I'll move that to the front here. So what we've got here. This is a 12-inch ruler. This is a Angus, and not a big one. I'd say this is average size Angus eye of round. All right, from my supplier.
You want me to hold your ruler so you can compare them?
Yes.
You don't have the 3.
I don't have 3 hands. That's right.
Don't.
All right, so this is a Wagyu eye of round from our other supplier.
They
All
don't
right?
look different. What are you talking about?
Yes, I mean, these things look exactly the same. Now, to be fair, you get smaller ones of these, but this is the average size of Angus eye of round. Now, you do get bigger ones. You get them quite a bit thicker. You get them a bit longer, but this, I'd say, average, and we can actually...
Yeah, let's weigh those
Let's
suckers.
throw this thing on a scale. I'm going to probably have to do it in uncommie and commie. So this is 3.25 kilos. All right, and I'll give you the pounds. Pounds and ounces? Just pounds. Okay, 7.19, 7.2 pounds.
This is a hefty sucker.
Yeah, that's average. These things will go up to 4.5 kilos, 10 pounds. All right, and then this guy is 4.1 pounds. Yeah, I thought it.
Wrong button.
Yeah, wrong button. It's that button on the other scale.
I know.
So that is 1.8, 1.9 kilos. So this is just short of 2 kilos. This is 2.2 kilos. 1.9. No, 3.2 kilos. Sorry.
Yes.
So this one is literally almost double the size of this guy.
Yes.
All right. This is average. Now you do get bigger ones of these, and I've got another one just so we can make sure we, compare apples to apples. So this one is a little wider, but a little shorter, and this will be in the same kind of 1.75. So 1.7 to 1.9, say 1.5 to 2 kilo range. These guys will be anywhere from 2.5 to about 4.5 kilos, depending on size. I've only got one of these right now. So I, by chance, just kept one out. And I didn't know why. I just knew I was going to need that. But I'll use the slightly bigger one just to show you guys. So this is the off the bat. Now, I want to make sure everybody understands. This is Black Angus. This is US Wagyu, which means it has a certain amount of Wagyu, and it's crossed with a Black Angus. So this is not a purebred Wagyu. Now, I'm not sure if the Wagyu meat is the Wagyu cattle are now like champagne, almost, you have to buy it from a certain region in France. I think they've classified actual Wagyu meat like that. There are some farms that breed purebred Wagyu. We've had some of it locally. Yeah. I can't remember if they do feed it with a beer and, do the pat downs, but I think they mentioned that they do.
I know they have armed guards.
Yeah, I know they have armed guards, and those cows are about, the cattle, the calves are about $5,000 a piece. They're very, very expensive.
Yes, it's a mutt. It's a very tasty mutt.
Yeah, there is a marked difference in taste on these guys. Now, what I'm thinking, maybe I cut the biltong first.
Okay.
And then I cut the meat.
Yes, because you can't go backwards.
Yes, I can't go backwards.
We have other scale or
yeah, but then I'm going to make a bigger mess. So
I
I can clean this and sanitize it. There's no blood. So what I'm going to do is, let me wash my hands. I'll just step that way. Well, you guys can't see anything I'm doing because I'm on the side of the camera.
Yes.
So I'm just going to go to my drying cabinet. I'm going to get an average Angus piece of biltong. I'm going to get an average Wagyu piece of biltong. That's kind of in the average range of what they look like. And I'll bring them here. I'm going to cut them open. I'm going to slice them. I'm going to show you guys exactly what they look like.
Can I taste the difference while we're here?
Yep. Switch that thing off while I'm doing this.
While you're fiddling in your cabinets? Yeah. All right, I'm sorry no fresh food today, but I think you guys are going to get a kick out of just seeing the meats themselves. We don't always get to show the marbling inside, so it's really fascinating. I know you can't really see too much on the outside of the packages because they are sealed up right now, but there is a little bit of fat on each of them. But once you look inside, they look totally different too, so it's exciting for you to see it. Hey, Spaz, welcome in.
Sorry, I need to clean my board before I bring the meat.
Oh, that's a good idea, yes. Stephanie, where is here? You definitely need a good distributor to have decent meats.
Yeah.
I am sorry to hear that is not something you find often.
We buy from the processors.
That's what I was going to say. So I know you can get meats from any of the large supermarket chains. We have broken out of that trend by far. We don't even go to our suppliers anymore that come around. We go direct to processor. That has been quite a change for us. It has raised our quality of meat. Even our Black Angus, this is going to be Angus from northern part of the country. These are small farms. So as they may not clear them as cleaner meat, we can tell they are higher quality per se than anything else you'll find. I chuckle with the Angus meat. I've had feedback from customers. Maybe it has a blueberry taste. Maybe it's got, what was the other?
Blueberry, raisin.
Raisin. So there was something in like the different batches that people have tried that they could tell it's different cattle. It's what the cattle fed on. So that's kind of cool that something in the meats themselves enhances the flavors. I think it's incredible. So the small farms, I'm a huge fan of that for the Angus. And then the Wagyu, that is a specific local farm that we have here in Texas. They are all natural, no antibiotics, no growth hormones. So they do keep their cattle as clean as possible as far as that goes. And they are 100% vegetable fed. So they do not receive any nonsense, to say the least.
All right, there we go. Right,
hey, Lemon, welcome up and welcome in. And Sean Tough 10.
Yes.
Always buying the duo pack. Yes, that is the way to go. Just get the Angus and the Wagyu.
Apologize to Lemon about the...
Yes, Lemon, we owe you an apology. We are having to shelf your request until at least Sunday. Anton had a someone questioning our meat types, so he thought he would show the differences between the Angus and the Wagyu so that you can actually see what we work with or he works with. I mean, I do the after effects, but he does the beforehand. There's a huge difference. This is the Angus eye of round. This is the Wagyu eye of round. They are markedly different in size, looks, taste, everything when it comes from the beginning to the end with the meats. Wrap it. Make it high quality Angus. I should. It is good stuff. Hey, while I have a minute before Anton comes back, we sent an email. I hope all of you guys are on our email trend and you got to see it. We were talking about the Carmine teas. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I know this is something Anton's mentioned on a few of the guys he works with. But Carmine, this is a phenomenal brand of rooibos tea. They are considered functional teas. I grabbed my two favorites. Do you mind if I talk about these real quick?
You're welcome.
All right, so the Menno tea, this is the one that is every lady's dream. This guy here, it is supposed to be for menopause. Don't worry, it's not only that. It's anything womanly. Could be from teenagers to just getting started or to the menopause period. But as a woman who went through pregnancy and delivery not too long ago, that was incredible for me. Then I have the Energize. I love the Energize just to boost my energy, my focus, and how I'm feeling during the daytime. If you ever hit that dip in the afternoon, this guy's incredible. They have no caffeine as it is naturally decaffeinated, being an herbal tea. So check these out on biltongusa.com. And don't forget to use code S.T.F. 10 when you get your biltong purchase. I'm going to go check out that customer while Anton talks meat.
Right. So I went to go get. So these are straight down from the dryers. They've never been refrigerated. They've never been packed. They've never been touched. So I'm not sure if you can see the difference. You know. So this is the Angus. This is the Wagyu. I had to label them so I make sure I don't confuse them with each other. Now, what you're going to see, let me put the little hook down, put it down there, and put it down there. Now, I want you to pay particular attention. The thing you'll see on the Angus generally is a rind of fat. Now, this is very little. A lot of times you'll have more fat than that. But this is on the Angus, you'll have this ridge of fat, and it can be more. Now, this is a more fatty Wagyu. There's a little ridge on there, but it's not particularly big. All right. Now, let me see. I have no idea what the marbling on these guys look like, but I'm going to chop a piece. All right. Chop 2 pieces because I'm going to eat some of this. I mean, I should be eating that, but I'm going to eat this because this is good. All right. And then, all right, I'm going to chop this guy. All right. So the Angus is more kind of fatty outside, less marbled inside. Now you do get bits of marbling, but the general rule is not so much. So let me see if I can clean this up and show you guys. So these are 2 pieces of the Angus that I cut. All right. So you can see that. Let me just get the coriander and spices off here. I just want to make sure you can see that. All right. I'm going to put the Wagyu on top of that, and you'll see what I mean with the marbling and the size. All right, so they don't want to hold 4, 3 maximum. All right, so let me see if I can do that for you guys. You see the marbling in the Wagyu? That's not in the Angus. If you guys can see that, I think so. All right, so the Angus is a lot more marbled, or a lot less marbled than the Wagyu. Just check the comments and see if the guys actually saw, because I can re-show.
Sure.
And then the sizes are also significantly different.
Anton, you've got a raid, by the way.
Oh.
I think I saw a name, Aviva Fry.
Viva,
Looky
thank you
there.
very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Hello, Encryptus. Neuro,
Yes.
if you are on, welcome in.
Yeah, and everybody that's new to the stream. So, we do a little bit of live cooking, talking about food, talking about different things that you can do in the kitchen. Today we are doing a Angus versus Wagyu.
Yes. Angus,
yeah,
Wagyu, and
Angus,
yes.
Wagyu. So we are doing an Angus versus Wagyu meat comparison. Just because we make biltong, and for the biltong we are doing a comparison to what we use, and I'm going to drag a big shoulder out here in a little bit. So if you don't know our channel, if you are interested in food, please hit the subscribe button and at least hit the like if you don't want to subscribe. And I can show you guys the difference in the Angus and Wagyu if you want to see that again. Just check. I want to make sure that it comes up on camera. So maybe you should pop around the back here. I just want to, I just want to make sure this actually shows. Can you see that?
Yes, you can take it down just a little
like
bit.
there.
There we go.
All right. So you can see the marbling over there, and no real marbling over there, and then we got the fat there.
It does glisten more than anything.
Yes.
That glistening from the Wagyu that was at the top, that is the fat.
Yeah, it's a lot more rich than the Angus.
That's a good way to put it.
And then the Angus is really tasty. The Wagyu is, in my opinion, way better. It's got a slightly more gamey taste to it, but I really like the Wagyu in its flavor.
The way I always describe it to our customers, there are some people who like their meats just like a tart flavor versus the kind of sweetness to it.
Yes.
Angus has more tart to me.
Yes.
Angus is more tart, Wagyu is more sweet. So on the peri-peris, we have both of those in a peri-peri flavoring. The Angus has a stronger heat to it with that tart combination, and then the Wagyu is more subtle due to the sweetness of the meat itself. It kind of breaks the heat level on the peri-peri. So it's very different. There's a biltong duo that you can try the two, but when Anton breaks into these guys here, you're going to see a big difference on the raw meats, which will give you a better idea as to how they are worked. And for anybody who just came in, these are eye of rounds. This is our Angus eye of round. This is our Wagyu eye of round. They do have some fat on the outside, but you cannot see the marbling inside, so we do not know what they look like yet as they are all sealed up. I do have, Anton, a Rumble rant to read to you.
Does it say milk?
It does not. It's not copium. This is Mrs. Sarge, and she says, I love Anton's meat in my mouth.
Ah, thank you, Mrs. Sarge.
You know, Mrs. Sarge, and Stephanie, this is for you as well. I told Anton I really wanted to get a new shirt for me, but I thought Mrs. Sarge would probably go for it. I'm not sure if anyone else would, but I found it absolutely obnoxious. If you guys have seen our shirts, they always have interesting slogans, sayings, everything of the sort. But I wanted to have a Biltong USA where you always have meat in your mouth.
Yes.
Or no, it wasn't that. It was where
you said where you can get all the sausage you need.
All the sausage. That's right. All the sausage I need. Yes. So, by the way, I did see somebody asked about the tray to our right here, which is your left on the screen. That was just pulled off the fire. We cannot have a week go by without something on a fire outside.
Yes.
As much as that scares our local population.
Yes. This is 4 steaks and some sausage. This is for my family, probably today and tomorrow for breakfast. They do not believe that we eat that much meat. Shame on them. You know, people that can't eat that much meat. All right, that guy is good. So I'm going to break into these guys. What I'm going to do with this...
I do have another Rumble rant, if I may. I've got forced name change. Apparently, I can only make $1 rants. Let's do a poll. $1 rant if you prefer jerking your meat. $2 rant if you prefer beating it. Anyone in for a game here? That makes for an interesting day, shall I say.
Yes.
I guess we are full of meat around here. What can I say?
I'm going to cover this guy
Yes,
up.
I'm sorry, my lids won't fit on that guy there. It is too meaty for the container.
Yes, yeah, the lids won't fit here. I'm just going to cover this up.
Who doesn't eat meat as a vegetarian? Are you on the wrong stream, sir? Sorry, it's Jacob Castro.
Oh, he eats meat.
I know he eats meat. I know he eats plenty of meat.
All right, so I can start that oven up and just give it a little bit of heat every now and again. Right. Okay, back to business. All right, so we are going to chop these guys open, and we're going to start with the Wagyu.
He patted his meat.
Yep, you got to smack it around first. Make sure it's firm enough. Then we'll open it up. You know, take it out of the bag.
Oh, taking it out of the bag. We are fancy.
Make a mess everywhere.
Oh, there's already 4 kids. Stop there.
All right.
At least it's wrapped. Not anymore.
Not anymore. All right. So now I have already shown you guys how to do this on
episode 10.
That's right.
Episode 10. I get asked all the time.
All right. Now I like just laying this guy on the cutting board and trying to get it as stable as possible. Of course, I have to leave that down there.
Can I grab it? Okay, got it.
What you can do is just grab the paper towel for me.
Yes.
I'll tear it off if you can, or you can tear me one off. There we go. Thank you.
Yes.
I just want
to make a mess.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna make a mess.
We're playing with meat. We always make a mess.
Yep. All right. So I got this ruler just to make sure that I cut this, because I got machines now. I don't really cut this by hand that much anymore, because you know, I process 1,000+ pounds a week. So cutting by hand becomes impossible if you want to do that kind of production.
Tell Vivo we say happy birthday one more time,
yes,
please.
Yes.
He's having an after party.
Yeah. Oh, goody.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to chop this guy, and let's see where we go. All right. So.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
that
so
is what Wagyu is known for.
So there's one. All right. I'm going to take this guy. I'm not going to stand him up because he's just going to fold over on me. So I'm going to grab that.
I think limp is the term you're looking for.
Yeah, it's even limp is not even.
No, I know
exactly
it's
right.
not. It's just floppy.
Yes, floppy.
Floppy.
All right, so there we go. All
what
right.
would you like to put that in?
You know what I'm going to do? You know the plastic, the white plastic tubs, just the shallow one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got
let me
I'll be right
put
back.
it in that. I think that'll work.
Paper or no paper?
No paper.
Okay.
Because it's raw. All right. So one Wagyu eye of round. Now, if you saw that before I kind of chopped it up, that's the small version of that guy. All right. Just pop it down here for me. All right. All right. So I'm going to stick this in here.
I've got a couple rumble rants, if I may. Force name change. You don't need a ruler, Anton. It's decent size.
Well, if you're used to working with big meat, this is not so big.
No.
I'll show you something in a minute.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
I don't like lifting the other one.
Yes.
Okay, and I've got another rumble rant. This is, unfortunately, you are nothing but letters, so I'm not going to pronunciate anything. But how far is your ship from Plano, Allen? We are about 45 minutes, would you say?
I guess.
45-ish?
Yeah.
45.
So we're in Roanoke.
Which is just south of Denton, or...
Yeah, so you basically, Louisville Lake sits in the middle. The colony sits this side. Plano, Allen sits a little more east.
Yes.
We are west of Louisville, Louisville Lake.
Yes.
So you go, basically, if you Plano, Allen, you're probably going to go through, what's that bottom part of the colony? I can't remember, but you go through Grapevine, then you go up South Lake, West Lake, Roanoke.
635 to 114?
No, not actually 635. You take 121.
Oh, okay. 121.
Yeah, 121.
There we go. So we're not far. We're really not far. You could make it here easily, but we do ship if that's an issue. So no stress. Check out biltongusa.com. And don't forget code STF10 on your biltong for 10%.
So
off.
the reason I use a ruler is just to make sure I don't cut these too badly. Because the meat is expensive and we don't want to waste it. So... All right, so there's one. All right.
And Ike, I will
Hey,
pass
welcome
your
in, Ike.
questions to Anton, and you guys can chat offline. He is discussing with someone for that ad.
All right, so here we go. As you can see, doing 1,000+ pounds this way, not practical. So I'm going to do the long ones in the length of the bucket, and I'll do the short ones across. So the Wagyu across, the Angus long in length. All right, and the reason I also have a ruler is it makes it easier to cut these ones that kind of, I can't cut this standing up. It's too hard. It falls all over the place. You don't get, I mean, you cut it, but it's ugly. Your knife moves around. You might cut your fingers. Only thing on this guy is you got to make sure you keep your fingers well out of harm's way.
So is that top one going to be a little thin, or is it about the same?
No, it's a little thinner maybe. I try and keep it the same. What we do is we make what we call biltong sticks. So I might use it for the sticks. You see, like that little piece, I'll cut that off because it's going to serve no purpose. And then that can go into the sausage.
There was a question for you, Anton.
All right.
How much did the piece of meat cost?
$50 for this guy. Might cost 50-ish. The Wagyu is probably the same price for less. So, let me see. All right, so I'm gonna have to step closer to the camera. You want to stand behind the camera and just make sure I actually show this properly. So now I want to show you guys. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so Angus, this side, it's the long one. Wagyu is the more juicy one.
Your
So-
mouth is the only thing in frame, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Must I move
No,
back?
no. I'm just telling you. We can see your mouth. It's okay. You can
All right, come
forward.
closer.
Yes, it's
All right,
okay.
so note the marbling difference this side versus this side. So the Wagyu more marbled. Look at the fat rim on the Angus versus the Wagyu. And this is the Wagyu is this is a fatty Wagyu, just FYI. Okay, you don't normally see any fat on the Wagyu. This is a fattier
on the
one
outside.
on the outside. All the fat and marbling is on the inside. So there's your two differences. Just so you know, because it gets a little annoying, you know, when people when you actually so what happened? Let me
I'll be right back.
give you the sure. Let me give you the whole breakdown. So this we'll put away and we will sort that out later. So what basically happened, I'll clean this up now when Nicole comes back. Oh, she's back. All right. Would you do me a favor? Don't cut your fingers. Just throw that in the basin for me.
Okay.
All right. And then
Before you start your story, we've got a Rumble rant. Woo!
that's why I said watch your fingers.
I didn't hurt myself. We've got a Rumble rant from Sarge.
Okay.
Sarge says, Anton used to circumcise elephants. Trimming beef is nothing to him.
Yes, correct.
All right, now carry on, good sir.
So Alex Jones appeared in a picture with my biltong. And he did a thumbs up, and of course I was very proud of that. So with the Alex Jones, you know, thumbs up on my biltong, I put this out, and I mean, it's amazing how many people don't know who Alex Jones is, but you know, nevertheless, I was very proud of that because it's not every day, you know, that someone like Alex Jones actually has any product of anybody and has a thumbs up with it. So I was proud and excited, and I shared this around, and then some guy had to go and say, well, US Wagyu is not a thing. It is a, what do you call it? It's like it's bullshit. It basically doesn't exist. So I said, no, it's a thing. And he's like, no, it's just marketing. And I'm like, no, it's completely different. Like US Wagyu versus Angus. Now, if you want to have an argument about US Wagyu is not Wagyu, perfectly correct. Wagyu is something completely different. Full-blood Japanese Wagyu versus US Wagyu. And I can go into the codes, the F1, F2, and you know how it's classified and things like that.
We've learned a lot over the years from our farmers. We talked to a lot of people.
Yeah, because we talk to the guys that actually farm the meat. But nevertheless, there's a marked difference between Wagyu, US Wagyu, and Angus. And that is what so we don't use Wagyu just because the meat is very difficult to get a hold of. The people we used to work with did 20 cows a year.
Yes.
And we get 2 rounds a cow. So you can imagine the amount of shortage or the short supply of that, and the prices. They're very expensive. They are 3 times the Angus price, just as a matter of interest for a Japanese Wagyu. Or it's a full-blood cow in the US. So it's not quite 100% Japanese Wagyu, but it's reared here and it's fed here, and it's, you know,
completely different
completely
from the
very
Angus,
very
the Wagyu.
marbled, and we every now and again we get
rich.
a US Wagyu that is completely
It's
marbled.
white.
Normally it's almost
It's
white.
white.
So I put
White
those
and
pictures
pale.
out normally on my X, and you said you're welcome to follow myself, Nicole, or our business. I'm King_of_Biltong, and Nicole is Queen_O_Biltong, because you know X just gives you, well, yeah, X only gives you a certain amount of characters, and it's Biltong_USA for the business. But we put the pictures out. We try and share as much as we can because I think it's important that people know what they're eating. But anyway, so this guy, you know, after my proud moment with the Alex Jones picture, was basically trolling me, and I told him, look, you know, I understand you think you know something. We process thousands of pounds a month of this stuff. There's a marked difference. So if you want to tell me, look, it's you know, to say that it's a marketing ploy is nonsense. If you want to tell me that it's not Wagyu, or that, I agree with, but it's a marked difference between the Angus and the Wagyu. And talking about meat, let me show you guys. So this is the big boy that I was talking about. Now this is still small-ish.
I'm gonna get out of your way.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. So this guy, I don't think my scale, the small scale will weigh it.
Do you want the big one?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can go grab it.
Right, so this is what we use for our sausage. That one you saw me cooking. I'm gonna just pop this on at like a very low heat, just so we can keep it kind of warm so the kids can eat in a little bit. But so this is a Wagyu shoulder, all right? And I'll see, so yeah, so give me that. Let's see what this weighs in at. So this is in kilograms, 11.6, in pounds, 25, 26, 25 and a half, 26 pounds for this boy. All right. Now, this is a very big Wagyu shoulder. Wagyu shoulders are normally smaller than this. The Angus shoulders are bigger than these. So the Angus shoulders comes in at almost 15 kilos. This comes in at 11 as a big one. You'll also see all the fat on here. A lot of fat. You can see through here. A lot of fat over here. A lot of fat back here. So these shoulders, I reckon, are a 35% with a marbling inside, 35% fat, 65% meat, which is really good for sausage. All right, I'm going to put this back.
Do you want me to open that for you? You got it.
No, I got it. So I'm not going to cut that guy open because that guy is probably, I'm just going to wash my hands. Sorry for stepping past the camera here. That guy is probably $100 plus for that guy. So I think, what are we?
Okay, we're playing. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, there are 3 children
Kids,
that can
yeah.
talk properly and another one that can squeal.
I guess, what is it? Yeah, about $80 for that shoulder. So expensive. I'm not going to cut that open. The other ones we'll use that I cut open when we do our sausage. We dice it up, we grind it down, we add spices in there, and then we make sausage out of it. So
the Wagyu, by the way, makes killer sausage. That has upped our sausage game, I would say, phenomenally.
yeah, that like doubled the quality. Well, so firstly, you've got this really, really good quality product that you're putting in sausage. So most people don't know this, and we had problems with the suppliers we had because they take all the
offcuts.
Well, all the fucking scraps, you know. So I'm also trying to be polite, but I get annoyed because you know you pay top dollar. So we probably for that around $6 a pound. So I'm lying. It's more than 100 because I'm thinking of the kilos.
Yes.
So it's 25 times 6. You know.
Yeah, they don't do kilos on it.
No, I forget because I weighed it in kilos. So I'm thinking 6 times 11. You know, which is like $70. No, it's like $150 for that thing.
Yes.
You know, our cost. So we paid $8 a pound from our previous supplier, ground up. I'll give him that. It was ground up, but I mean, gristle and sinew and just, you know, the quality over time went down. When we started, it was good, but as time went on, our probably prices went up, etc. But you know, at $8 a pound for ground beef, like you should be getting some really good shit, and we didn't, so we stopped, and now we're doing all our own.
We learned something too in that whole process because we work with so much meat and just manufacturing in general. Anton is very particular about how we run in the back of the kitchen. I know you guys see us with drinks here. That is not what we do when it comes to manufacturing. Everything is away, everything's clean, pristine, sanitized, and the life on the meat that we used to get, we'd have 3 days if we were lucky.
Fresh 3 days, we get it within, so we normally used to pick it up today, make sausage tomorrow. 3 days, you can throw it away. It starts actually smelling bad. Now I get a week plus.
Yeah, and the extra days are just extra.
Yes, so it's just, you know, cleanliness makes a massive, massive difference to the life of your products. Same with bread. That's why when we bake, I actually show you guys to sanitize your cooling grids and everything else. You guys can go. My kids got a whole peanut gallery in the back there.
You made them.
I know. I got no excuses. I can only blame me. So, but anyway, you know, always sanitize your hands, sanitize whatever you're going to place your products on, sanitize where you work. It will make a massive improvement on the life of your products, breads for mold and things like that. Yeah. So yeah.
By the way, Ike is just confirming he has been here witness. We are a little OCD about meat production. It is CDO, just so you know.
CDO. It's like OCD, but just alphabetical.
There is a Johnny Cock in here. I'm sorry, I like your name.
I've seen him on Viva. I normally greet him. Welcome.
Sorry,
You're in the right place, dude.
I'm not
Meat
saying
everywhere.
hi to everybody, but Ready to Rumble got all kinds of people, and they're a little annoyed about the meat prices for some of the foods they have bought. Yes. Someone mentioned $20 per pound on ribeye. Harry Toe too did.
Oh yeah. We've got ribeye. So we've got Wagyu ribeye at $39 a pound. Wagyu ribeye at $39 a pound.
Yes.
But that is
platinum.
Kubo.
That's
that's like the highest quality ribeye you can get from Wagyu, but it's $39 a pound. We normally, for our normal ribeye, which is the platinum, is $27.99, so $28. The Kubo is $40 a pound. So that's pricey, man. I don't even buy that.
Now, one of the things we learned too with Wagyu specifically, the reason they use the names they do is they are not certified by government officials.
Yeah, so they don't. Yeah, so there's normally an inspector that grades the meat. So the Wagyu guys don't fall under the same criteria as like the Angus. So they have different grading. And I want to say, if you don't use FDA grading, then your prices can be a little lower because you don't have to pay the inspector.
Not paying.
Yes.
To have somebody
my personal opinion,
watching.
I think it's all bullshit.
Yes.
What should happen is I should be able to make my product, provide it to you. If it is good and you like it, then you buy it. If you don't like it, then you don't buy it, and I will not do business. I don't need the government to step in to actually decide for you if my product is good or not. That should not be a thing.
The ungraded meats normally at your small butchers. So if you have a small butcher farmer, someone in your area who's selling their own cattle, those are the guys you'd want to go to, because that grading system is pretty much solely for, I would say, the supermarkets, which is going to be your big brands, your Tysons of the world.
Yeah, I laugh because, a lot of people buy meat and they don't even realize that choice is not the best.
No.
But most like Trader Joe's. Yes. Like all the meat's choice, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's such good meat," and I'm like, "But there's no prime here,
Nothing nice."
No.
Now,
and it's choice select prime. So
we will say too, what is the brown meat, Anton? What happens when it's like that little bit older meat? That's bad meat, right? You throw all that away.
So, when you age meat, the bacteria breaks down the meat, and it actually becomes more tender. So a lot of people won't buy it because it's starting to go brown, and that's actually the best meat you can get, is that slightly aged meat. That's why we actually hang our biltong longer. So we dry it a little slower, cut it a little thicker, and hang it a little longer because it develops flavor. Now I'm giving secrets away here.
No, you're not. You're telling people that it is okay to let your meat sit a little bit longer to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's
as long as it's not off. I mean, please use your senses.
I mean, I've had people that's like, no, I'm not eating this meat. I'm like, does it smell bad? No. Does it taste bad? No. Does it is there anything wrong with it? No. Is there mold? No. Is it cold? Yes. It's like, okay, so what's the problem? No, I don't trust it. So you go to Walmart and you just buy whatever they give you and you just eat it. You don't smell it.
That chicken that's not chicken?
Yes.
Of that?
Yeah. Well, they'll be very happy with the printed meat, I'm sure. When it looks like, what's that thing Michael likes, the blocks.
Minecraft.
When it looks like Minecraft steak. The fucking marbling looks like Legos assembled.
Sequence.
Yeah. So, not for me, thank you. I'm telling you, this printed meat is going to come out fucking carcinogenic. Mark my words.
No, but we've seen it. We've definitely seen it. So we don't go to any of the main stores to get meats. Now that we found the processors, and I know not everybody can do that. If you're in the area, my Allen Plano guy, check us out. We've got Wagyu oxtail that we just popped in the freezer. Anton chopped it up today. We've got the ribeyes.
Yeah, put a video out. Do you want me to go get a bag?
Yeah, go get the picanha. I'll keep talking.
No, I'll get
We've got picanha. We've got boerewors, which is our farmer sausage that Anton makes here in-house. It is, again, going to be the Wagyu meat. I've got a couple different versions of it. We are big about natural casing with our sausage. So I've got a traditional boerewors, which is in hog casing. Then I've got a boerewors in lamb, which, of course, stands for lamb casing. And and that's going to be in that hog casing again. We've got other lamb cuts as well. Lamb is another very difficult thing for us to source here in the States. So I do not have local lamb. We have New Zealand lamb. Is that correct?
Yes, we got import.
But it is
there are
very
some farms.
good.
We're going to start looking into that once we get out of here. So there's the oxtail. Let me see. Maybe there's better.
I'm sure we're good.
All right.
But the
so
oxtail is phenomenal.
So I grew up eating oxtail. Very familiar with it. This is the best I've ever had, is this oxtail. And it's comparable to price, or in price to, you can pop it
I'll
in the
get you
fridge.
guys a closer look while you talk. Keep talking.
So it's comparable in price to what Sam's Club and those guys sell. We really try and keep the prices.
And the marbling.
Yeah, we really try and keep the prices lower on that. It is phenomenal. It cooks quicker. It's because you've got to cook it till it's soft. The kind of the meat falls off the bones. It cooks quicker. It tastes better. It's just all around, man. It's just awesome stuff. So, anything else?
There have been lots of questions, lots
Sure.
of comments.
So give me some questions.
Well, the one that made me laugh, ready to rumble, asked, are they husband and wife cooking show?
Yes. Me missus.
I'll still claim him. I do like him. What can I say? Neuro has made it back. I hope Viva had a wonderful birthday party.
Yes.
A little quality better than 2-for-1 discounts. Donors, no, thank you.
Donors of what?
No, just donors.
Oh, okay.
You know, we were talking about donors the other day. It's a little eerie when you look into donating. So if that is something you do, all for you. But check it out first. That's a little, because I had it on my driver's license forever that I was going to be a donor, and then Anton's like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Because
I just heard some things, and you might be worth more as a donor. Just saying.
Yes, you need to get to Roanoke to get that meat in your mouth. Now, I will say, we are able to ship the frozen items. So if someone is wanting it far away, unfortunately, you have to phone me for this currently. We are working on it as far as the website goes. But 2-day shipping is required for frozen goods, especially in the summer. We got to make sure it gets to you in that frozen state. But we use the styrofoam boxes. I've got plenty of ice, thermal sleeves to protect the products in transit.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's got to be that 2-day zone. So if you are in the further states from us in Texas, it may be a little steep, but depending, it's not always. So it's worth a try if you'd be interested in it.
Yeah. Then any other questions about the meats and the stuff?
You guys have any questions about meats?
So now would probably be a good time to punt our sponsor.
Okay.
I guess.
I brought something. Go ahead.
Oh, you did? Okay. So BiltonUSA.com is the biltong supply. You got that. Very nice. So we try and really sponsor some of the we're not official sponsors, but we try and financially support as many of the free speech content creators and alternative, I guess, media. So we work with. I mean, I can run a list quickly.
Go for it.
Josh and Kevin from Disaffected Podcast.
Phenomenal.
Sticks, Hex and a Hammer from Sticks. We work with Viva. We work with Luke Radowski from We Are Change. We work with Veteran Biker. So Luke, you can get on YouTube. Veteran Biker, you can get on YouTube. Veteran Biker likes to run mornings early. He's on a holiday right now, so don't try and find him now. Try next week. I think he's back.
Next week he should be back,
And then Luke's on YouTube. Viva, obviously, everybody knows, is on Rumble. Disaffected Sunday nights. I think they're starting to do more podcasts now. They asked us for material, which we never gave them because we forgot. I'm sorry.
Hey, they run on Sunday. I will see what I can do.
Yes, so we completely forgot to send them stuff. I need to send them Ike's video. That'll work. But anyway, so they run Sunday nights. I think they're starting to do more
shorts.
More
He's
shorts
very
and stuff.
active on
X, yeah, and he's a very good guy. Josh, a very good guy. So who else do we work with? There was other people that I saw.
All right, we've got Lev, who's also on
Lev,
YouTube.
Lev Polyakov, who does the BTR.
Yes. Break the
Rules podcast.
Got him.
And then he's on YouTube. Bulldozer.
Yes, who is on Rumble.
Bulldozer on Rumble. He's a small channel, so we try and work with some of the small guys. And then who else is there in the podcast world? So, well, those, I mean, that's enough. But we try and support all those guys.
Yeah.
There is one or two other smaller ones. I don't remember all of them. But we work with all of those guys. We try and do some, throw some money at them. They market our products a little bit. We try and get a little bit business. We try and do some alternative things that people can actually try and cook at home and do more.
Speaking of alternatives, so on our website, you'll note that there's not just one or two options for both ones. There's many. So the Angus and Wagyu that Anton just showed you, that's one of multiple things that you'll find on there. Now we do have some collections. I thought I would bring out the biltong bouquets because it is that kind of season right now.
Yes, that's right.
We've got all kinds of graduations, celebrations, Father's Day.
Yep.
Believe me, this is the only bouquet you can give a man where he's not going to throw it back at you. What would you say?
Correct.
And it is not bad to have this sausage in your mouth, gentlemen.
Yes. Sarge will concur.
I thought it was Viva who also enjoyed it.
Yes, Viva. Yeah, Ike made Viva eat it live on air. That was very funny.
But the biltong bouquets are phenomenal for gifting. And then, of course, we've got the carmine teas. I mentioned these earlier. These are on sale right now until our while stock lasts.
Yeah.
They are $3.49 per box of carmine tea. I have many, so please check them out. And code S.T.F. 10 for 10% off of your normal 8 or multiple packs. And not everything is eligible. I do apologize on that, but you'll see on the biltong S.T.F. 10
Yes,
discount.
for discount. And I mean, that's pretty much that. I just wanted to really show the marked difference between Angus and the US Wagyu. And remember, US Wagyu is a crossbreed Angus Wagyu, but it has to have a certain amount of Wagyu in it to qualify as US Wagyu. So I think that pretty much that. We bride some meat.
It doesn't look like you have any questions, Anton.
All right.
But Neuro does say the peri peri is the best if you like a little spice.
That's correct,
The
yes.
Angus and Wagyu are
Yes.
great.
Neuro likes the peri peri. Viva actually likes the peri peri. He says the ghost is a little much for him, but the peri peri is real
The
good.
ghost is too much?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just too much for him.
Okay.
We used to have a Reaper. We can make that again, but it's the demand is so low, so we've taken that away. Same with the game. I actually have to update everybody. I keep forgetting. We used to have elk and venison and kangaroo, but due to supply, it's very difficult
Those
to get
are
and
all
very hard.
imported.
Yeah, it's all important.
Even though
very
I know
hard
we
to
have elk
find and
here,
make.
it's in venison,
Yeah.
they're all imported.
Bison back in stock, so we have got
Yes.
as much bison as you want. So for people who do not eat the cow,
That's a thing?
it's apparently
I
a
like
thing.
the beef. What can I say?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then on the sausage front, I know we were talking about the Boerewors, which is the sausage that we have in the freezers here. We do have, of course, the dried sausage that I mentioned for the biltong bouquet. This is the Droevorst, which is all beef and lamb casing. And then we have the cabanossi. If you guys like salami, that is incredible. It's beef and pork mixed. So that is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to go
just
help
tell them.
UPS.
Yeah,
I will
just tell UPS.
let them know, hey, I've got someone on YouTube if you want to say hi.
Okay, yeah, let me see who's on YouTube. Winston Orege, I think. Well, welcome, Winston. We got one guy on YouTube. I mean, we got like 200 people on Rumble. Rumble for the win. I like Rumble. YouTube, not so much, But, well, when you talk meat, one of these days they're going to ban you because, animal abuse, whatever. Yeah, I think that kind of slowly draws to a close what we wanted to discuss today. So hit that thumbs up, people, and follow our channel. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, follow what we do. We really try and do a few new and a little bit more exciting things. We are actually live, so a lot of cooking shows, they like get the stuff from, and we actually physically cook live.
I can see under your table there's nothing there.
Yes, there's nothing there. So we actually cook live on Sunday. I'm going to try and do the request that Lemon Curd Zero had for us, which is the English muffins
Yes.
and the souffle with biltong.
Biltong.
So I'm
souffle.
going to do a biltong souffle, or at least try my damnedest to do
We're
that.
going to have our pinkies up.
Yes,
while we
pinky
eat that.
up, and we're going to have to drink tea because, the English.
The crumpets.
Yes, so we're going to have the little saucer with a cup in it very nicely.
We have spoons that Lemon sent us.
That's true, but that's a chutney spoon.
I know.
Yes, we cannot use that in tea. No, I'll drink coffee. Thank you very much.
I don't know.
But,
I could take some Menno Carmine.
So we'll try and get the I have to figure out some recipes for that, but we'll figure that out by Sunday. So Sunday we will do the English muffins and the souffle. That'll be Sunday's show. So
sorry, one last question from Americans First. Do you make anything like, how do you say that?
Landjager. I don't know what that is, man. I'm not. That seems Dutch or German. I'm from South Africa, man. We eat cow, you know.
Polish dog. This is a nice fact. Did you know that there's more omega-3 in bison than seafood?
Really?
That's fascinating.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Okay, thank you for that tidbit. But I will say those gamey meats, there's something special about them. I know bison's not really like game. It's more close to
No, but
cattle.
I think if you look at the bison, it's very different. Yeah. So I'll actually check that out, because if that is, and I'm not saying it's not, but I need to verify. We'll put that on the nutritional breakdown.
Thank you for that tidbit.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. All right, here we go. Landjager. Semi-dried sausage, traditionally made in southern Germany, Austria, Switzerland.
Okay. Germany, Austria, Switzerland, South Tyrol. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's probably similar to the dried sausage, but we do have, so the cabanossi is very similar to what they call a cabana or a cabanos in Poland. It's actually pretty much the same thing, just the South African spin to it. You find it, funny enough, in South Africa, and you find it in Australia, funny enough.
The Polish have been everywhere.
Yeah, Polish.
Or sharing their sausage everywhere.
Yeah, we
Should we ask Luke about this?
Well, talking about Luke, he's Polish. So we had a long time ago, we had this guy in South Africa who was not famous, but infamous, a little bit into less savory things, but very well known. Always had very expensive cars and stuff, and he got assassinated by a pole. So the joke that went around is, did you hear so-and-so got hit by a pole? So I thought that was funny. So I think that's it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I will say thank you very much for the, over 200 people we had today. That is, makes my heart very happy when I see numbers like that and people that enjoy our show. Thank you very much. We are humbled by your presence. And we will see you guys on Sunday. Nicole's gonna kill the stream.
All right.
Hold on.
Neuro Encryptus, if there's anyone we can throw the channel to. Yes, you're already on it. Who is needing a raid today? I did see there are 2 about to go live. Is it Bright Gaming? You're about to go live here in a couple of minutes. If
whoever wants to go live, man, let's share the love.
If there's anyone on now, and then we can raid.
Yeah, and I can hang around because
I can eat Anton's meat while we're here.
Yeah, eat meat. Bring out that sausage. Like I said earlier, it's not a party till the sausage comes out. So
come, Polish dog, let's have some meat.
Let me see. I'll grab a plate.
This smells so good. Can I take this to the camera for you guys? You want to see all this meat I have here? Yeah. I've never held so much cooked meat in my life.
You're being nonsense.
I'm sorry, I can't help myself. And Anton, as always, has to do multiple types of sausage. We like some variety in the flavor. There's some steaks in there as well. I'm going to try not to spill the juice everywhere. No squeezing the juice here.
Yep, no squeezing the juice.
I'm sorry, my Encino Man days cannot pass that. Oh, thank you, gentlemen.
So, what I can tell him is a chutney that we made. Yeah, the chutney we made, it'll go onto biltongusa.com very soon. It is spectacularly good. That's the game one. That's why it's a little drier.
We have a few guys who sometimes share their meat with us if they have a good kill in seasons, and we had a friend bring some game meat, and we made a personal set of sausage.
It's going to fall apart. That's the Wagyu. That's so good.
The Wagyu wins.
There we go.
Cole's Towing, we have missed you, sir.
Yeah, where have you been, man?
I know, it's been a minute.
Yeah. Well, welcome in. I'm sorry it's at the tail end of the stream. I think we are slowly raiding a few people.
Yes.
I'm just chopping up some meat here because
is
my
this
kids...
the sausage we sell? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it all looks like this. One is our personal, but
what do
yes.
they call it? Rope sausage.
Can I pull up your sausage and show
Yeah.
them? See, it's coiled.
Yeah, rope sausage.
Yes. So it really does completely unravel, but I'm not going to be obnoxious here. You guys are already giving me a hard time about OnlyFans, so.
Why? Why are they being nonsense?
Well,
That's my wife, man. Step away. I guess all's fair in the internet and war.
Right, right.
There we go. There's a little bit of the steak.
Thank you.
Steak's good. That's real soft, man.
The traditional Boerewurst is my favorite, by far.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to have to feed those kids. They're going to come sniff us out soon.
I know, we're going to get busted.
Well, we're just hanging around for the raid.
I think it's going to be Bright Gaming.
Okay. Whatever they want, man. I don't mind. You know what? Viva raided us. We are more than grateful. We will share the love, no problem.
Yes. You should go show off that plate there. The steak looks good. See, I couldn't show them the steak because I wasn't fondling the sausage while holding the tray of meat.
Oh, I mean, it's been sitting a little bit, so it's not quite as pretty as it should be. Excuse the marks on the plate because we've been messing around with it. I'll turn that guy.
And it is not spicy at all. Flavorful, yes, but not spicy.
Yeah, we use coriander, salt, pepper, cloves, nutmeg, oregano, thyme, what's the other one? Rosemary, basil is basically our spice mix.
Yes, I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah,
and as
then,
soon as the raid is in, we can.
Yeah, we'll end the stream as soon as the raid is done. So I have to get this all dished up for my kids. This is supposed to be for my oldest daughter, but she's losing out because I'm eating it. Check out this cut. Terrace Major. Very nice steak. Very, very reasonable price. We sell this for $9.99. It's Angus. That is a very nice. They're not big. They look like a little fillet, I guess. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. So as soon as the raids are done, we will get out of everybody's hair and try and feed our children because they're going to come yell at us. I have to prep the small man's bottle. So all good. All right, no problem. Nicole's just peeking through the door there at me. I guess I can chop the rest up. Let me see what we got here. What we got here is failure to communicate. I'm gonna chop this for the smaller guys. We got 4 kids, so they all gotta eat, man. Chop all of this up. We're just waiting for the raid to go through. I'll use the time to cut the meat up. And let me see. Hey, Blues Nut, how are you, man? I did not greet you. Let's see. No, I don't want to leave, Harito. That's all good, man. I'll talk nonsense. Don't worry. I can stand here and talk nonsense all day. You guys are just going to have to watch me eat. That's all. So relax, man. It's not so bad. Yes, Coles. Yeah, keto, high protein. Yes, we basically biltong, steak, eggs, cheese. I don't really eat vegetables much, which makes it hard because, you know, when my kids don't want to eat vegetables, I'm like, okay. not a lot of cheese. I'm very limited on the dairy. Whole, what do you call it? Whole cream, whipping cream in my coffee. That's it. Eggs, a lot of eggs, like 4 to 6 a day. Steak, sausage, stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean that's basically that. And of course, lots of biltong. Always lots of biltong. So let me finish chopping this, and I don't know how many people are left, but we are trying to get this. I don't want to lose the subs, man. Let them go to somebody else, and I can hang around if you guys want. I've also been my phone has been thrown over, so I'll just go back to my chat. All right, sorry, that's my chat now. I can read. I'm on the phone like you guys, so I just got tossed over. So let's see. 24/7 sausages in your mouth. Exactly, Ike. Exactly. Hold on. I'm stupid. Let me go.
Someone said put your sausage in their mouth?
Someone said sausage in the mouth, man. Opt out. So I'm opt out of the raid.
All right, we're going to Bright Gaming. I like it.
Yeah, that's how they sell Polish sausage to the local meat shop. That's it. Yeah, Polish. So bring me a few trays. And I mean, I can still talk. I don't mind. I can talk nonsense.
May I have the boys' bottle, please? Hey, I'm still on. May I have the bottle?
My wife's going to get me some trays. I'll cut up the meat for the kids while we talk nonsense.
Michael, come get Christoph. Get Christoph.
The biltong is good. It's a very hard call between the biltong and the meat. They said they had 2 upcoming streams. I don't know. Yes, I agree, Coles. I will admit. So here's the thing. You gotta eat Celtic salt, man. You gotta add Celtic salt to your diet as much as possible. If you're gonna do high protein, you gotta get some extra salt in. You hemorrhage minerals, and I promise you, sometimes you feel really shitty because you're getting rid of the minerals and you're not replacing them. I'm still on the camera, young lady, so don't come in here. Hold on, bring me the bottle. Bring it here. I'll sort it out. No problem. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I know exactly how to do the bottle. What do you mean? It's my kid, of course. I fed all of you monkeys. I know how to do the bottle. But anyway, so you got to get some Celtic salt in your body. You, if you don't, you hemorrhage minerals, and the Celtic salt helps you replace. Also, the Celtic salt is only 71% sodium, 71 to 75%. So it's way lower than normal like table salt. So you get yourself some Celtic salt. We have it on Biltong USA and Anton's USA. You don't have to buy it from me. Just go to a store, wherever you want. Go get some Celtic salt. I just take like a half teaspoon, chug it with some water or coffee or whatever, and I just get it down. The other day I was sitting at my table and I was feeling a little like just not good. I was like tired, and I felt a little, like irritated, a little bit on edge. And Nicole asked me if I'm all right, and I just said, yeah, I'm just tired or whatever. And she asked me if I had salt, and I said, no, I haven't had salt yet, but don't worry about it. Just, So she brought me like a half teaspoon of salt, and I was like semi-irritated. But I chugged it, and within 20 minutes, I felt like a new person. So I'm not saying it does that for everyone, but what I'm saying is there's something behind that. Don't discount it too much. It is very, very good for you from my experience. I need to get a fork. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I just want to get a fork so I can stab the meat and not have to grab it with a with the tongs, because it's harder to cut. I just want to cut this up. If it's cut up, the kids eat it easier. My kids are lazy, so dad has to do the cutting, and the small one cannot eat big chunks. So I gotta cut it up for them. So let's see if there's another question here. Good for you. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Encryptus. Thanks for the slobbers. You are very welcome, kids, today. It's called Celtic salt. Yes. Hold on a second. Coles, if you hang around, give me one. Hold on. There we go, sir. You can also look for Brittany Coast Grey Sea Salt. Do yourself a favor. go to biltongusa.com. Go to the search bar, type Celtic. Go onto the salt, okay? Go onto the Celtic salt, click the product, go read the bottom, the description or whatever. Go read that piece and you'll see what it says. The stuff is phenomenal, I'm telling you. If you get the real, not the Chinese nonsense, the actual real Himalayan pink salt, very similar. But you got to get the real thing, which is not as easy as you think because it's a big hype. So there's a lot of crap coming in from China and it's full of mercury and shit. But the proper Celtic salt, good stuff, man. There's another one, I can't remember, I think Baja Gold or something like that, I believe is good. I'm with the Celtic salt, man. So get that. All right, so Coles, try that, man. Yes, sir. Nero, I'm with you on that, man. Absolutely. You guys pick the raids. You know, I'm in your hands. You guys are good to me to bring some of Viva's viewers to me. Nero, I don't mind. You're in Encryptus. You pick where you send them. I'm just grateful that we're getting the people. That's all. So thank you very much for that. And chop this up. This is probably the limit that my young daughter will eat. And I will give her a little bit of sausage. She'll eat a little bit of sausage. So let me do that. A little bit of this. And any other questions? Spaz out. Hey, Spaz. Yes. So, Spaz, I did a summary check on Biltong USA. If you go to biltongusa.com, just type Celtic, do a search in the search bar, type Celtic. I've got the whole breakdown of under there of exactly what. So I've done all the research and I've summarized it into a summary, summarized it into a summary. How about that for repeating myself? So I've summarized the conclusions into a description under the Celtic salt. So check that out, man. It's very good. And like I say, you don't have to buy it from me, man, but get yourself some, especially if you're doing a high protein diet. Get some Celtic salt. It's awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I don't believe in a lot of this like what do they call it? Horse medicine nonsense, but that shit for sure it works. For sure it works. Personal experience, it works. Right. Same with the high protein in the diets. It's very, very good. All right. So don't knock it till you try it. I promise you. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Is Robert not up? I mean, you guys are welcome to raid him if you want. I don't know. You know, I'm just standing here yabbering nonsense, slicing meat for my kids, man. You know, I don't know how interesting you guys find that, but while they break down the back there, I hear them going absolutely insane in the back. Now I hear insane in the membrane. So that'll be 2 kids concluded. Michael Esbay. All right. Michael Esbay, come, monkeys. Sorry, I'm probably going to have a shoulder here in the camera. Let me just, I don't want to yell too loud. Michael and Esmay. Michael and Esmay. Gotta ring a bell. Come, ding, ding, ding. Come get your food. Okay, whoa, stop. The camera's on. I am still live. Because the people are still going on raids out. All right. Grab a fork there each, please. I've already cut up everything for you. So you don't have to make me do it later. All right. Okay, for my oldest daughter, she'll probably... just ask Trin if she wants me to cut hers up. I know she's got her hand hurt. My oldest daughter did some, swinging between the tables, tricks, and then slipped and cracked. Well, sprained her middle finger. Okay, I'll cut that up. Hey, yes, you may get soda waters. Today's Trin's turn because her hand's hurting. Okay, you can have it next week. You can have it Sunday. Always a debate. Now we got a sad young lady. Why can I not have the plate? Why can't we have 2 plates? It's a socialist setup in the family, Let's see, what else? Celtic salt is the Giga Chat of salt. Correct, Spaz. 100%, man. It's good stuff. It's very, very good stuff. All right, I think my 1-year-old is attacking the plates. So if they don't watch it, he just gets in there and he eats their food. I got to make him a bottle, but I got to wash this one first. All right, that I think is good for the young lady. I'll give her another one. I'll give her some sausage. So let's see. Absolutely. Giga Chat of salts for sure. Yes, food. And hey, amen, Pastor Ammo. Was he in earlier?
I
can't
don't
remember.
think so.
Right,
I remember seeing Cult Gaming.
No, there's a few people that's kind of trailing in. We still, hey, look at that. Stream number 69. We have 69 people watching.
Very nice. There's something special about that number.
Apparently today there is. Never heard of it before. Today there is. We're going to figure that one out tonight.
Oh. How many sausages for that?
Yes, Spaz, if you're going to do some strength training, for sure, man, high protein, that's the way to go. It really helps you heal, and it helps you build. All right, I don't know. There's chaos that side. Nicole, you're going to have to check the kids out.
I will
I don't know what's going on there. Someone's getting very upset. I've got to cut the little man a little bit of meat. I'll do that with that. That's Trin's plate. Let me get him. I have to cut him smaller pieces. We got to do his milk, sweetie. All right, let's see. What else is there? We raided Bright Gaming, so you don't have to hang out, although we are probably able to raid another place now. Yeah, raid someone else, man. Raid someone else. Hey, hello, boy.
I've got a young man who's rather hungry.
Yes.
That is his problem.
Yes. No, I know he's hungry. It's still alive, eh?
That's okay. I'm to the side. There is a basin over here. I do apologize, everybody.
Yeah. Let me do that. That's cut up. So you can grab that one. I'm just hanging out with a crowd while they slowly moving to somebody else. So I'm just slowly hanging out here with everyone.
I'm just clanking. Where's my other clankers in the house?
You're not supposed to clank. You're supposed to milk.
Milk.
Yes, because apparently I can't pronunciate milk properly.
Copium's not here to help me milk.
Yeah, why is he not here? He's supposed to be here to what's the name? Troll me. All right, let's see. Where are we? 76.
Hi, welcome in.
See what condition my condition is in. Says Amen, pass the ammo. Well, we just talking nonsense while I'm chopping up meat for my kids. We were discussing Angus versus Wagyu today. Trin can probably. What's wrong?
He stuck his fingers.
Ah, dude. Let me get that for you. Let me get that for you.
There is a customer, so I'll need that heated up.
All right, I'll ask Trin.
I'll have the young. I'll take it to her.
All right, just ask her to zap that. Young man
dude, he got me.
Sorry, we lost the lid on that one because, kids. All right, so let's see. What else? Spare strength training. Hello, everyone. Ammo past the training. Amen past the ammo. I rated Bright Game. Yeah, just dropped in to see what's happening. What else? Okay, you guys have a nice dinner. Thank you, Coles. Take it easy, man. Meat looks good. Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is for the young man. I'm not going to cut much more than that. Sometimes he surprises us, man. He eats so much. So, let me see. There we go. There we go. Dads. I eat those. That's for the young man. I'll eat these while I wait. So let me know. I don't want to pop out while you guys are still raiding. So let's see what's going on here. Sorry, I have to look down, to read because I don't have a professional setup because this was supposed to be a hobby. Yeah. Yeah. So again, this is what they call a tres major, or teres major. It's a little muscle back here. It's very similar to a fillet. Very good. Not 100, probably 90% as tender as a fillet. Really good price. We sell it for $9.99 a pound. Very good meat, man. Yeah, I mean, carnivore is good. We mostly carnivore. We eat very little else except meat and eggs. It takes a lot of discipline. Kind of boring, not a lot of variety, but it does a lot for your health, man. In my case, I don't want to like tell everybody to do that, but I feel way better if I take all the shit out and I just eat meat. I feel so much better, and I weigh a lot less. I'm like 6 pounds up because shit, but I'll try and get back down. So I'm at 84. I'm supposed to be at like 81, 80, 81. So I'm 3, 4, so 6 to 8 pounds. So I think that's that. Still got 70 people watching. I might as well talk shit, right? Till that raid is concluded. By the time I'm done talking to you guys, I'm done eating my dinner. But no, definitely check out the Celtic salt. That stuff is good. And then you need to add the minerals back into your diet if you high protein. So because you're going to hemorrhage a lot of minerals. And something interesting I saw was your body will first burn sugar before it burns anything else. So bread, rice, potatoes, any kind of sugar you eat. So any starches gets converted directly into sugar in your body. So you will first burn that before you burn fat. So if you eat any starches and meats and things like that, the fats will be stored, the sugars will be burned first off. So when you take the sugar away, your body immediately starts burning fats. So hold on, boy, I'm still busy. What's wrong? Yeah, but it's the one that we got. It's the game borscht. So you leave that one if you don't like the game borscht. Hold on, the other borscht. Yes, the other one. I'll bring you some more steak. The other borscht is the normal borscht, so you can have the other borscht. That's the thinner one. That's the game one. I wasn't sure if you would like it. The other borscht is fine. The other borscht is the same we had last night. So eat the other borscht, not the game, not the thin one, the thicker one. Okay, go. I'll get you some more steak. Give me a second. More steak. I haven't even had proper steak, and request is in for more. Just makes me happy that my kids eat meat, you know. Always happy to give them more meat for sure. All right, let's chop up another little bit here. I should have just had a cutting board for this, but I had raw meat on it, so you can't do raw meat and cooked meat. Make for sick children, sick people. So let me chop up the last little bit here. Who else has got no starches or anything else really for a whole year and 20? Yeah. So I've basically had no starches since December 2023. I've not had starch. I've had some vegetables, which I guess would have some starches in. So I've had no rice, no potato, no bread. So no breads, no rice, no potato, nothing with corn. Like any kind of corn products or anything since 2023 December. That's when I stopped, and I have significantly improved in like energy and health and stuff like that. Not that I'm saying that's what people should do. I'm just saying that's what I experienced. So, you know, take that for what you will. I'm not advocating any which way. You got to make decisions that's good for you. Yes, it's coming, boy. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. You want to end the sausage fest?
Okay. Polish must still be in.
We still got 77 people watching.
I don't know. Are we ending the sausage fest or are we playing along?
I don't know. Michael wants some more meats. I've got Christoph stuff. There you go.
Your younger daughter had to ask why she's not allowed to have tomato sauce with her sausage. It tastes so good.
Yes.
Or steak. I'm sorry, not sausage.
Oh, no. You can't have it with a steak.
I told her that, but she says, but it tastes so good.
Yes, because it's all sugar. You want more steak? You're still eating? You're done? Wow. Okay. Well, go sit. You
She's
want to go
done.
sit
All right.
with that guy? Yeah.
I'm
I'll
out.
come.
Bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
I'll come now. I think we're done here. It's just Spaz asked me some questions. Amen. Pass the ammo. Another customer. Okay. So in the stream, and I'll go look at the customer. Hold on. I'm still live.